Good morning. Good morning, everybody. It's Monday morning. I'm here in San Pedro. I'm just below Paseo del Mar. I'm on a little path that goes down, right down towards the ocean. I'll give you a little view of what the whole thing looks like pretty soon. But it's a nice secluded spot. It's a little bit overcast today. I can't even see Catalina Island. I can see Point Fermin Park. I can actually see the Point Fermin Lighthouse from here. But it's a little bit overcast, but it's nice because it's not too warm yet. It's still early. It's a little bit after 8 here on the West Coast. And I want to talk today, I've been thinking about a lot, is setting goals. And not only, well, we all know about the SMART goals, and, they've got to be specific and measurable and all the different, what the acronym means for that. And that's all important, those in setting goals. But the real problem, it seems, and when I talk to a lot of people, is actually getting to set the goals. And what is it you need to do to set a goal, and what goals are good. I think one of the problems that I used to have, and I think the problem that a lot of people have, is how can you set a goal unless you really know what you want? And if you set it too high, you'll never hit it. And if you set it too low, it won't really seem like anything. It's like, well, yeah, I have a goal to wake up in the morning and brush my teeth. Well, yeah, hey, I did that. Great, I accomplished that goal. But if you set a goal I've also got a goal that I thought I'm going to call 300 people today and tell them about my business, and you can't do it, and you can't, forget it, I can't hit the 300 goals, so goals don't do me any good because it's so high I can't do it. And I got to thinking about what is it that what could make that setting goals a little bit easier. And I think one of the things, and what's really worked for me, and one of the things that's kind of the basis of my whole Lyon strategic consulting business is having measurable results and being able to measure things. Think about with your business, you've got your profit and loss sheet. Now, if you're not familiar with what you're doing in your business on your profit and loss sheet, how can you set goals for what you want to do if you don't really know how you're doing it? Some people I know that will say, well, I don't have to look at the profit and loss sheet. I can look at the business and say, hey, we got money in the bank and people are happy, and that's all I have to worry about. But there could be some problems that you don't know about, and because you're not measuring things, you don't know what's really going on. And so it's not that you say, well, you have to be the accountant. Somebody else can do the profit and loss sheet, but you've got to be able to read it, understand it, and understand what's going on, why are there certain trends, why you're doing well now and why you're not doing, and how you can manage your business based on what you've got in your profit and loss sheet. It's the same way with almost anything. It could be a personal thing. It could be, you've got high blood pressure. And you go, well, I've got a goal of getting my blood pressure down to normal. Well, you have to be able to measure your blood pressure to be able to do that. And if you measure it, you can see where you're at, and then you can tell what you need to do each day to set the goal to take care of that, whether it's to eat less salt or to exercise more or to just be a little healthier, to overall eat more fruits and vegetables instead of potato chips and junk food. Maybe you might want to cut out the fast food restaurant for a little bit. Maybe that'll help your cholesterol a little bit, or your blood pressure. So you've got to be able to measure things, and so one of the things I've done, especially in when I decided that I wanted to lose weight, well, I couldn't decide how much weight I wanted to lose because I really didn't know how much I weighed. I didn't want to jump on the scale. That's kind of a scary thing to do. So when I decided it was time to lose weight, I said, well, I'm going to start recording my weight, see exactly what do I weigh, and put down the date. And I'm going to record my weight every day at the same time of every day, make it just part of my regular routine so that when it comes time, I can see where my weight is going and how activities I'm doing are affecting it. And since I like to walk, I decided, well, I'll add that to my routine as well, and I'll put down how many steps I walk every day and see how that correlates with my weight loss. Now, I could also try, and if I wanted to, or if I had, I guess if I really desired to do it, I could do it as well, is to count my calories and put the number of calories I take in. I'm not very good at that because I don't know. I guess there's actually apps that'll do that for you. You can put it, every time you eat a piece of food, you put it in there that tells you how many calories you ate. You know, well, I had a cup of coffee this morning with one of those yellow packets of sweetener. So that's how many calories I had, and it was how many ounces was that? Well, maybe it was like 6 ounces of coffee or whatever. You know, keeping track of all that stuff was a little bit much for me. So I thought, well, if I can at least track one thing, my weight, track the number of steps, I can maybe see where I'm at and be able to set my goals. And that's the same way with a profit and loss sheet. You've got to have a couple different factors in there and see what's happening. You know, you track your sales, you track your expenses, you track what's special going on in that, and then you can know how things are affected, and it allows you to set your goals and also allows you to set your plans to achieve those goals. Without that, goals are just like wishes and rainbows and stuff like that, you know, and unicorns and stuff like that. They don't really mean a lot. You've got to have something solid that you can base your goals on in order to be able to really set goals and be able to accomplish them. So that's something I've been thinking about. Like I said, I've been thinking about lately a lot, is how can we set goals? And once you set goals, the goals itself and accomplishing those goals will be a lot of motivation for you. That's what motivates me most of the time is I know that every morning when I look at my number of steps I took and my weight and where I'm at compared to where I was and where I want to go and how close I am to where I want to go, that's what motivates me to keep going at it. I feel so much better knowing that I'm doing something positive for myself. It's just like it's not the end result, it's the getting there. It's knowing that I'm working towards getting myself better. And knowing that I'm going to maybe be able to help more people, be around a little bit longer, be able to enjoy life a little bit more as I get older, because I'm paying attention to my health right now. But that could be anything. I mean, it could be taking care of your business and making sure that your employees are doing what they need to do, and keeping up on top of that, having them set their goals, and their goals being part of your goal to achieve what they want to do. I guess the easy way to think about that is when you set a sales quota or a sales goal for a person and say, well, this is what you got to make. But you know, if they see it as your goal instead of theirs, it'll be a little more difficult for them to achieve. But if they see it as what the rewards they can get from achieving that goal, and they go for it that way, and you get your results from it as well, you know, it's a win-win situation. So setting goals is important. Doing things measurable to know how you can reach those goals is how it all happens. It's not just enough to say, hey, I'm going to set a bunch of goals and, oh, well, I made these and I didn't do these. Once you set that goal, you've got to say, this is what I really want. If this is what I want to do, then I'm going to do what it takes to get there. If anybody has any questions, please respond at the end of this. I mean, I'd love to talk to you more if you need some help setting goals or measuring things. And I've got some processes all set up that I can help people with on that. I'm going to switch the camera around. I'm going to show you what a beautiful view I have. One of my goals is to be able to breathe and deep and get some good exercise every day. I've completed my goal of 12,500 steps today. Here, I'm going to put the camera around here so you can see there's Point Fermin area over there, Point Fermin Park, and the Pacific Ocean. See, there's a little boat out there. Looks like a fishing boat. Can't see Catalina Island today. This is the path I came up, and I'll be out walking back up and going back up towards, looking up towards Paseo del Mar. Nice roundabout view here of where we are. So if you have any questions, please contact me. I love to help people accomplish goals because I know how good it feels to be able to accomplish your goals, set your goals and accomplish goals. I know how good it feels. And I know that it's made a big difference in my life, and I know that it can make a difference in yours. You can contact me at blyon@lyonsc.com, or you can go to my website, www.lyonsc.com. Thanks a lot, and I'm looking forward to hearing from you.